guys, it's DayJaMona, and as you see from the title, I'm coming at y'all today with a story time of how I met my name twin. DayJaMona, DayJaMona, DayJaMona. So my first name is DayJa. Her name is DayJa. It is spelled differently. Mine is D-A-Y-J-A, as you know, kind of ghetto, whatever. But hers is D-A-S-I-A. So this story time is gonna be how I met her and actually found out I was being cheated on at the same damn time. Yes, y'all. So the backstory is, in high school, I was dating somebody in 9th grade, on and off relationship, whatever have you. I ended up moving away for my sophomore year, and then I came back to that school that I went to my freshman year for my junior and senior year. Yeah, so we had started talking again, and then from there, like, we got back into a relationship. And so from that relationship, like, it was great. Like, we were back on track. I was about to be back at my school, like, with my friends that I had missed for my sophomore year, and everything was cool. So then 2 days before my junior year had started, I got sick. So I couldn't go to school. I missed my first day of my junior year, my first day of school for my junior year. So what ended up happening was I stayed home and we were still together, and I ended up getting a message from DayJa, and she was like, hey, you know, me and are still a we. And I was just like, oh wow, so are we? Like, we're together, we've been together. And so she was like, hey, can you call me? Mind you, this was via Facebook that she had wrote me a message. Was it Facebook? Yeah, it was via Facebook that she had wrote me a message. And you know, I think I'm like real open-minded, like, and I'm not the type to be like, girl, you lying, I don't know you. Like, no, I was just like, oh wow, okay, that's interesting. So I had called her like almost immediately, and of course we had like talked about everything from the beginning. Like, I told her, like, yeah, you know, I was there for my freshman year, and then I'm just moving back, but I had missed school today because I'm sick, but I'll be there for the second day, like tomorrow. And no, actually this was the day before school started, like, yeah, but either way, like, it was like the last day of summer that she had contacted me. And so she was like, yeah, we're about to be together for a year in September. Yep. She was like, yeah, in like a few weeks, it'll be a year. And what else was she saying? She was like, I was just over his house like a week ago, and we were together for Valentine's Day, and this is what we did, and that's what we've been doing. And I was just like, wow, like, I mean, I just moved back. Like, I've barely seen her in person. But okay, yeah, so our plan was to go to school and confront him. Like, he had no idea, like, none whatsoever. But I think either I called him or she called him, and he got hit. So when the first day of school comes, now she's texting me or talking to me, and she was like, yeah, girl, he did not even come to school today. And I'm like, what? Like, I mean, you know, I had to miss school because I was sick, so that's why I didn't come. So she was like my eyes and ears that day. So then I told her about this big bear that he had just given me, and it turns out that that's the same bear she gave him for Valentine's Day. Trifling, right? So I'm just like, okay, yeah. I bought that bear to school on the second day of school, my first day of school, and threw it in the trash right in front of the cafeteria. This boy was nowhere to be found. Like, hello? No, nowhere. Like, wasn't in none of the classes. Was looking all day long. And she was a grade ahead of me. So she was a senior and I was a junior, like I said. And she was like, let's just roll up to his house after school. Like, shoot. Like, yeah, and it just so happened that that year we had fashion design class together. So me and her had class. So it was just like, yeah, let's roll up on him. Like, okay, so his brother answered the door, his older brother, and he just thought it was hilarious. Like, did he grab popcorn? He did something. Like, he was just sitting on the couch like, wow. Like, it was pure entertainment for him. And he was being all rude, like the guy, the cheater, he was being rude, like, hey, you know, DayJa, if you want to talk to me, he was like, if you want to talk, like, I'll talk to you, but I don't have anything to say to her if she's gonna be rude. Because, you know, DayJa was hurt. Like, I mean, I had just got back into it, so I wasn't like deep in it, but she was just about to have like her 1-year anniversary. So I completely understood, like, that's jacked up. And then for her to be the one really, I mean, we were both cheated on, but she was supposed to be like the main person. So for him to just completely do a 180 and just all of a sudden be like, if you like, and just start talking out of the side of his neck to her, like, that's when I had to step up and be like, whoa, like, he was trying to kick her out and like, you don't need to be here, there's nothing to talk about, and we broke up or whatever. And I'm just like, whoa, like, nah, we're not about to do this. Like, don't make me lose all of the respect I could possibly have for you by talking to her like that. Like, that's not what you're about to do. So after that whole debacle, like, me and her ended up leaving, and yeah, safe to say, like, me and him broke up. He's hitting me up and calling me and all this and that. Being the dumb person that I was, I took him back. I got cheated on a couple more times that year. You know, it was pretty ridiculous. And the next year after that, yeah, I was that dumb one. But regardless, like, me and DayJa still remain friends. So much to the point where I graduated 2011. I just got off the phone with her. I told her I was gonna make the story time because, like, you cannot make stuff like this up. Like, it's just, yeah. We're really good friends to the point where we're about to go to Vegas and turn up for my Jordan year because my birthday is December 11th. It's getting close, y'all. I'm getting off track. I'm digressing. So yeah, that's how me and my name twin met. We were dating the same person. We got played, and even though I was the dummy to go back to him and go back to that relationship, like, she still held me down, told me the truth, like, and we still communicated, like, had mutual respect for each other. And then from there, it just like grew. And what's so crazy is that after high school, when I had joined the military, I ended up being stationed in Hawaii for my first duty station. She was living out there as well. So that's something else that like kept us in touch. And yeah, she was like she got me through a really hard time in my life, like when I was in Hawaii, and she was right by my side for everything. So I'm really grateful for her to be in my life, and I'm actually thankful to the guy that played us, because I feel like, you know, everything just happens for a reason, and it was just destined that we went through that situation so many years ago to where she was just supposed to be in my life to have my back to what I went through during that time later on in life. So yeah, shout out to my name twin. Hey y'all. So I actually have my name twin on the phone right now. Say hey, DayJa.
Hey y'all.
Okay, so what I'm trying to do is y'all heard my side, so now I want y'all to hear her side directly from her, the source of like how she felt about everything. So DayJa, like, how did you find out that like me and him were talking or back together?
If I remember right, like, I just remember seeing like, this was still back in MySpace days and everything. So I remember still seeing comments and stuff all over his MySpace page. I'm like, who is this girl? Like, all over the place. Like, and then I was like looking at her page to see if they were talking back and forth, and obviously they were. So after like a couple days or something, I ended up just being like sending her a message on there and being like, wait, was this MySpace or Facebook?
It was
time?
Facebook.
I can't remember.
It was Facebook.
Okay. Okay, I was going to say, like, I don't think it was that far back, but those are some other girls from the MySpace days. But anyways.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So then I ended up messaging her on Facebook, and I'm like, so actually, name twin reminded me of this, because I'm like, I couldn't remember exactly how we even got in touch at first, but apparently I was just like, so do you know that me and Cameron is still a we? And the conversation just went from there. Like, we were really mature, so we were just like, you know, talking about it and pretty much cross-checking notes on who spends time with who and who does what. But basically it ended up turning out that, like, he was playing the both of us. But I guess he didn't think that, like, you were going to end up going to the same school at some point. And he started being funny, like, pretty close to that point of, like, your first day. So, I just remember, like, after we reached out, we were talking about, like, how we were going to set him up and everything. And I remember there was this bear that I had given him for Valentine's Day. And it turns out that he actually gave the bear to you. So, I don't like, I don't even remember, how did you end up telling me you had that bear? Like,
I think, because I was like, I don't understand, like, he was never a player freshman year, like, he used to be the sweetest, he just gave me this bear, like, and you were like, what bear? I was like, it's this huge white bear, and he was like, you were like, girl, stop playing, like, does it have a red bow? Like, you started to describe it, and I was just like, are you serious? You were like, yeah, I gave him that. I was just like, that's so trifling. I was like, that's so trifling.
The Indian given. So then, like, we planned to meet up, like, in the cafeteria, but we were going to catch him in the cafeteria before school even started. But then he didn't show up to school that day. Because he knew it was your first day starting at school. So he was trying to dodge it. And, like, I think we were both mad because we were so ready. And then you ended up throwing the bear away, like, before we even went to first period and everything. But then we planned to meet up, like, at his house after school instead. Because I was driving at that point. I don't remember if you were driving or not.
No, you were.
But, yeah. So we ended up going over there, and he opened that door. And saw us standing on the front steps. I don't even think he really even had anything to say at that time. Like, I think he was just like, hey, what's up? Like he didn't really just mess up. So that was pretty much it. And ever since then, like, we just been extra cool and yeah.
Yeah, I told them that I ended up being the dumb one and getting back with him. But you were still, like, because we had fashion class, like, we were still cool, and, like, there was no hate or anything, any animosity, and even, like, after, even though, like, the situation between us occurred, like, even when me and him, like, started to have problems again or whatever, like, you were still there for me, like, a true friend, and, yeah. So,
it's been like that ever since.
Pretty much. And then I also told them that, I pretty much think that that situation was supposed to happen exactly how it did, just to set us up for Hawaii. Like,
yeah, like, it's crazy that life has just been like that, you know?
Exactly.
So sometimes, like, I don't know, like, that, I take that as, like, that's how you know some people are just meant to be in your lives, because it's just miraculously, we end up in the same spot almost every time, so.
Right, exactly, so.
We'll even go, like, months on end without even talking to each other, but somehow, some way, life will end up bringing us back around.
Exactly. So, yeah, now we're just meant to be named twin friends for the rest of our lives.
Pretty much, yeah.
So y'all heard it from her yourselves. This is how I met my name twin and simultaneously found out I was being played. Thumbs up if you like this video. Say bye, DayJa.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.